Welcome to Masood this year production number 15. In this production we are going to show you two software and a POS system can be built for under $100. Everything we say is not a joke because we like to say the truth but nothing other than the truth. So help me God. Now, in this production, you see a small tablet, which is New Vision, and we purchased this tablet quite some time ago from Microsoft store for only $49 a piece. Then you see next to it is a printer, and I think the cost of my printer was about $17. So putting 17 and $49 together, it will come to only $66. Plus I have made this, I will going to show you this enclosures that cost me another $20 from one of our friends. So bottom line is this whole setup is less than $100. Now we cannot reproduce it unless or otherwise we go on a mass production. Right now, to reproduce the same thing which cost me $66 and enclosure will cost me, the hardware alone will cost me close to $700. And if I go to our local supplier, we are looking about $1,200 plus the cost of the software. So the bottom line, it cannot be sold for less than $2,500. But if I do my own manufacturing, I guarantee to market this product for $500 a piece. Now, I'm going to show you a couple of things. Number one, this particular software has over 10,000 items, I think 6,000 to 10,000 items from a store which sells kitchen supplies, and their entire inventories are here. So you can see it here. Number one, I go to the gloves, I go to the kitchen scissors, and I can see here. See, this picture is a little bit, but if you can enlarge it somehow, you can see it. And each item, there's not just like a one item, we have a two and three, and even if you go to one item, it can be, you can see a pages and a pages and a pages of these items they have. So same thing in a two, you can see it's changing to the pages and the pages and the pages. So it has about between 6,000 to 10,000 items, and that's not a problem. We can even go as high as about 100,000 items, and I should not have any problem. Most of the liquor stores inventory when we build, my experience is their inventory is between 3,000 and 5,000 items. The biggest I have seen is about 10,000 items, but they have a lots of wine. Now every time we talk to those people and they says, oh, I got a 60,000 items. You cannot have a 60,000 item in a local grocery store or liquor stores, with the simple reason, if you check a list of a Kroger, one time I was reading an article about the Kroger list. So the Kroger list is not more than 6,500 items in a store. Now, Kroger is a very large grocery store which has a very large inventories. Now, if you don't believe me and you want to check it yourself, walk into any Kroger or Meijer stores and check shelf by shelf that in a one line how many shelves they have and how many items they have. And you will be really surprised that the number which I am telling to you about 6,500 items, that's the most you can find in some of these Kroger stores. Now, if you go to the hardware stores, their inventory is very, very large because they have to count each nuts and bolts and washers and the products and then products coming in and the parts. And one time we estimated it that a hardware store may have between 65,000 to 100,000 items. Now I do have a hardware store where this same software is running and did not have any complaint about it. So my friends, let's go and start this software, this under $100 POS. I am going to title a POS under $100. By the way, my name is Masood and I'm calling you from Masood ECR Michigan Inc. My phone number is 586-795-5355 and sometime you can call me on my cell phone, which number is 586-709-0218. But I rather will be called on a 586-795-5355. So right now, the item which I'm going to show you is this small printer and a small tablet with enclosure. And total cost of this is under $100. Now, I am showing it. I can ring it here. So you can see it here. And I can finalize it here. Or I can ring it remotely behind the camera and I can show you the same thing. So I am ringing 4 or 5 items. You see here, and I go here and it gives me 154.03. So I just put the exact amount and you can see the receipt came out. Now if you see the receipt, it will show you the name of the stores and it will see 1 teacup, 1 rice bowl, 1 iron. If you can go closer, look, you can see. Now I can reverse this printing and it can come down here as well. So I can also print on this network printing, if you can see it. The same thing, Masood ECR Michigan Inc. And same things are printed out here. So you can see it. This is a network printer and this is not attached to this tablet, and I'm going to show you the tablet at the end of the story. So now I go to column number 3 where they have rice cookers and electric heaters. So I go to have a rice cooker and electric heater and I go to the finalizing. It's $112.34, and this time I want to cash, so I want to give him the customer give me $200, so $100 plus $100, so he give me another $20, so the change is $12.34 and I finalize it. And you can see the change $37.66 come up. And you can see it here. This is the receipt coming out from there. So, folks, I think this is good enough to show about this software. So what I'm trying to do now, I'm going to remove this one and I will come to the main software, and this is one of the world's best software we call ABS POS WinRest. Now The question is why I am promoting Winrest tourism. I know Winrest people for over 52 years. We started our career in Canada. My first job was system design with the Sweden International at 46 Chancey Avenue, Etobicoke, where they used to have their engineering center, which can be confirmed in the history or something like that. And there were a team of engineers. I worked with some of them. One person I remember, George Flake, Brian Matsuda, he's still alive, and Frank Mistel was also there, and our chief engineer was Mr. I'm forgetting his name. It's Ron Field. He's a nice gentleman from Britain. Mr. Ron Field was our boss, the head of the engineering department. We also have some Bill Price as a service manager. We have Jackie Robinson, the president of the company, vice president of the company, and later he moved to USA, New Jersey, in Orange, New Jersey, with the Sweden International in a head office in Orange, New Jersey. They are a good friend of mine, and we have worked with them, and I'm lucky to be learn a lot of things from there. But anyway, let's go to the Winrest, the world one of the best software. It is version 2.1.19635. So one enter bring me a menu. Now in this menu you will see it. This is designed for one of the what we call a sub shop. It's a similar like a Subway, but the product is much better than the Subway and a much tastier and unique. This kind of a product you will not find any other places. It's a custom built product by, I don't want to mention the name of the company, but it has a daily sub, then I have a steak and cheese sub, and you can see it here. Then you have a grilled burgers and grilled chickens. Then you have a kid menus. Then you have a side menus, miscellaneous drink, promo party. Now, this software is designed by ABS POS, and in design of this software, there is a big contribution of Mr. Ziggy Janakowski, who is the president of the company, and I think he is still the president. Maybe the kids take it over. And Mr. Ziggy Janakowski, in a business for many, many years. In Canada, he was also sole distributor of Gross, GROSS, cash register from Britain. One time he offered me a job to be taking. Unfortunately, I couldn't take it. And I went to de Havilland Aircraft with the development of Dash 7 program. But Mr. Ziggy Janakowski, with their two sons, Mark and Derek, they are smart people, so they designed this software, and prior to this they have a DOS-based software which has been in the market for many, many years and is still running without a failure. Anyway, coming down to a point that, look, this, I going to show you, I go to small tubby sub. Here we have a many combinations. Combo fries, combo chip, combo curly fries, So I go to the combo curly fry. We have a choice of cold sub or a grilled sub. I go to grill, and then they have a no lettuce, no tomato, no things, no dressing. And I don't want, maybe I will put a no onions. Sometimes the people don't like it, and they like a light dressing. So I go to light dressing. So my order is combo curly fry, grill, no onion, light dressing. And see here, I finish it up, and I can do either print the bill or I can cash it out. So if I want to cash it out, the bill is $12.44 and I pay $15, and I says cash it out. So I press cash, and you see when I cash it out, the order is finalized. Okay? Now let me see something. Small tubbies combo print bill. So when I print bill, it give me two printout. One printout is the order number. Now this can be reversed, okay? This can be on the top and the printing can be reversed. And then this is the order which goes to the kitchen. So this is the way it's designed. So I can go back to the new order. So I go to the next sale, which is a quick sale, and I go to the new sales, steak and cheese, and I have one extra large and two extra large, whatever I don't understand. I'm not, and a light dressing. And I finalize it. So you can see two extra large is $16.99, one light dressing. And I print the bill again. So it's going to print the bill. So you can see here is the order number, same thing. And here is, you can see the order number. Now this order number can be printed here. Now there is one more beauty in this software we have, which I am going to show you. And this is why I call one of the best software in the market. There is no doubt about it in my mind. As a reseller and experienced for 52 years, now if I go to the remote printing, now you can see here, it has two locations. One saying kitchen screen. Now it's very hard to show you, but you see on the top it's showing kitchen screen, and the bottom is showing kitchen printer. Now, as far I know, to best of my knowledge, there is no software in a single shot give you an option of kitchen screen and a kitchen printer. Now, before I go any further, please explain to you. A kitchen screen means a system called a KDS. A KDS means kitchen display system. Now the dealer cost of the KDS is close to $1,000 USA. We call a USA money. My friend says Canadian money and a USA money. So USA money is about between $1,000 and plus. Now, I am going to surprise you by adding another $35 into this software and a hardware. What you see here, this is $66. Okay, so out of 100, what's left is a $34. And friends, believe me, I have a 32-inch screen, which is exactly for $34 or $35 I paid. So the bottom line, for $100, I can have a touchscreen POS. This is not the cheap one. This is a new vision and sold by Microsoft stores. I'm not talking about one of those Chinese products you buy for eBay or something like that. And I can show you the proof. And I still have about 4 or 5 units left. I bought this one for $49 change, or $49 or $49.99, something like that, plus tax. I bought in a 2 sets of 5 each. This printer, my costs were $17. Then somebody make an enclosure for less than $20 to $30. I don't remember exactly. But in this software, we can add a display, 32-inch kitchen display, which I bought for $34 or $35 from the Walmart, I think. It's called Uno brand. And you can have a POS system which has the world's best software, which has the best printer, and which has a kitchen display. You cannot imagine, my friend. You cannot. And what I can say, that I can produce these things within that price range. Right now, we are working to one of our bankers, and we are trying to give a proposal. Unfortunately, it's not unfortunately, I will have to say, the bank were willing to give me one time close to $1 million SBA loan, but that's what they want to give me, the whole $1 million. They don't want to give me a kind of a line of credit. Now, taking $1 million loan means the interest alone, and the payment is going to be like about $20,000 per month, which a chance I cannot take. But they also offering me another, not the offering me, we are negotiating for the another one, which is maybe $250,000. And if it does, maybe I can start this project on a smaller scale. I am not interested in the money. I am 80 years old. I work 52 years and I have done my shares. My children are okay, in a good range. They're professionals. They have good education. That's what we always targeted about the education for the children. And I will advise, the wealth of yours is nothing, the wealth of the education which you can have or you can give to your children. Education is a thing, and I can tell you the so many horror stories, and it is going on. For example, if you see in Syria, Kosovo's, another place of the world, including India and Pakistan and Kashmir, so many places. But there's the one thing they cannot take from you is your education. Our family lost everything during 1947. We came to Pakistan, some went to Bangladesh or East Pakistan. And then again, for no reason, we have to migrate from East Pakistan back to Pakistan with a $0 value in the pocket. Then some of us migrated to USA and Canada, and thanks God that all the people I can refer to you, they are much better conditioned than a lot of other people. And the reason, nothing other than the education. Your education never lost. Your education is always there. and it pays you, it makes you healthy to eat, it makes your life longer. Anyway, forget about these things which I have to see. Sometimes I get sentimental about the education. So here I want to finish it now in a menu creation. I just like to show you a couple of things. So say for example daily sub, and if I go to see the menu, you can see all these items you have in a menu thing. So if I take a small tubby, I go the further detail to see that modifiers. So if I press, and you can see that how many. So be a guest and try it yourself, and honestly tell me that do you have seen any software better than this and a better price? If you do, you buy it. I have made this long video of 26 minutes, but I cannot. This is the table management system. You can see it here. So I can select a table here. When I do, it's going to ask me name, and name of the person is SAM, and a phone number space is 5656. So you can say that that's the phone number. So when I go there and settings are 1, now I also can go back here. I have to show you one more modification. So I go to here and I go to the edit this, and I have to call that. You ask how many percent we have and change, and I says okay. I can check my license, to whom this license are issued. So when I go to the license, it's going to show me, but it's not showing me for some reason. So I go back here. So I go to the tab and see how many tabs are open. And right now these tabs are open. I'm going back. So I go back to this one and I say Sam space 5355, and I says okay. So I have this order and I am done, and I don't want to charge it. I just keep the order here. So it's printed to receipt, the order number. And now if I go back to my tabs, so you see here the Sam 5355 is sitting, and if I touch Sam 5355, it will bring me. If I go to the tab and I bring something else, so I bring a quick sale of $18, you can see this is 1153, but I want to finalize Sam. I go back to Sam and I say, Sam, okay, you want to pay it. So your total bill is, and I give me $10 and I says cash it. You see, $8.25, $10 and $1.75 change. Folks, to be honest to you, think about it and say and find me a better software than Winrest ABS, Winrest POS. Now, the cost of this whole system is between $2,500 to $3,500 USA money. You know, USA money is the money from the big Uncle Sam, the country of the United States of America. And here I can show you the tablet which I was playing around. Okay, so you can see it here. I ring it here and I go here, I finalize it here. So just remember, and then I pay by credit card, and it says total $12.44, tender $12.44, change 0. At this point I want to end it because to be 30 minutes is over. 586 795 5355. Thank you, sir.